Welcome back, everybody. So my next movie review for you is Back to the Future Part 2. So the second installment in the Back to the Future trilogy. This movie, again, I do very much enjoy this movie. I do love the first one, but I do generally enjoy the second one. And I was actually having a debate with somebody, or a pub landlord, actually, to be fair, who is a film fan, Matt Good. Basically, I think, if I remember, he said that this is actually, to him, probably better than the first one. And last night, I was watching a few different little clips of Back to the Future 2. I haven't watched the movie. It's one of those movies which I can review straight off the top of my head because it's a movie that I've watched so much and so many times. And I'm gonna have to agree that the second one may just actually have the edge on the first one slightly. There's a lot more in this, and it explores different. I wouldn't say this movie is confusing towards the end once you've got your head around it. And if you've never seen this movie, you will not get your head around it the first time. You actually have to watch it the second time, especially towards the end of this movie. But it is, I would say, just got that edge on the first one, to be fair. Thinking about it and going into depth thinking about it before this review, I would say, yeah, it is a very, very good movie, to be fair. And it does see the return of Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson, Tompkins, I should say, but and Crispin Glover. And, there's, it's different. It's got a different feel. It's got a different kind of style to it. It explores different areas. Well, it doesn't explore different areas as such. I mean, in this movie, for the first half of this movie, it does go into the future. There is something that's got to be done with Marty McFly's kids, or something that's got to be changed, which then sets off a chain of events where they then have to go back to 1955, where Marty McFly was no more than about a day earlier, to then try and correct an alternate timeline. And once you get past that kind of confusing bit, it is actually very, very entertaining, to be fair. Which in this movie does actually set up for the last installment of the trilogy, which I still enjoy, but it loses the complete feel of the first two movies. That being said, it's still entertaining, it's just not as enjoyable as the first two. Um, Performances in this are actually quite good. The greatest thing what is about the Back to the Future movies as well is that you can get those comedic, embarrassing moments in this. So, you get that comedic moment, but you get those moments just like, oh, I don't want to know if I want to watch this. It's going to be really, really embarrassing. But yet that adds to this movie and enjoyment of this movie as well. And it's just the storyline, like I said, once you've got around the slightly confusing bit about what's going on, the alternate timelines, the to and fro from the future to the past to uh, to their normal time. Once you get past that and you understand exactly what's going on, it is quite an entertaining watch. I have to be honest. This is going to be it's more of an appreciation than a review because I can't actually, if in case you haven't seen it, I can't actually give too much away without I can't really say too much without giving too much away. I can't really talk about the storyline of the timeline and what's going on, or I can tell you that it's something to do with a sports almanac, and it creates a ripple in the time, which then creates another alternate timeline, which then has to be corrected, and it's interesting. I like what they did here. There's obviously some thought gone into this as well, into the storyline of this. The performances in here, once again, Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly again, really, really enjoyed it. He really, really does fit and suit this role. Okay, yes, he is a little bit older in this movie, which does notice, and you do notice that as well. I notice it more than anything else. There is a difference, but yet he still plays a very, very good character in this. It's exactly the same as Christopher Lloyd as well. Is Christopher Lloyd's return as Dr. Emmett Brown. You get to see a lot more of him in more of a pivotal role in this one, so which is a nice touch. Yes, you do get to see him in the first one, but he's even though he's in the movie, you don't get to see him really, really involved until the end. In this movie, you get to see him involved from the start, and it's really, really good because he adds to the comedic value into this, and he's an absolutely brilliant character, and he's a great actor in this movie as well. And it just suits it so, so well. Like I said, he introduces, and the chemistry between Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd is absolutely fantastic. in every single way. They play off each other really, really well. And like I said, there are quite a few comedic moments in here, which makes it a very enjoyable watch. Even to introducing Biff to being a bit more of a character in this. I know he's a character in the first one. I know he's quite a big character, say, in the third one. But you get to see differences in here. I just generally, all the performances in this, everything in this movie. This is not so much a review, it's more of an appreciation, but I don't want to say too much in case it gives it away. Which I could say certain bits, but if in case you haven't watched it, I'm not going to say it because it is a very, very entertaining watch. To be fair, like I said, if you've never seen it, you will not get it the first time round. But the second time round, you should get it once you've understood the timelines and exactly what they're going on, the to and fro from the future to the past to the present, and all that kind of stuff, and exactly what goes on at the end. Even it took me a couple of attempts, to be fair, when I first watched this, but it's just really, really good. And then they introduced, we got the DeLorean again as obviously the time machine, but this time it can fly. It's got Mr. Fusion, and it's just absolutely fantastic. I get great nostalgia from watching this movie. It's as simple as that. I love it. It's a childhood movie for me, so it's always going to get a massive thumbs up. Any movie from the 80s, early 90s, even late 90s are always going to get a massive thumbs up for me because these are movies that I grew up, I watched while I was growing up, and this is another great example. The Back to the Future trilogy is an enjoyable trilogy, to be fair. I know the third one maybe is not as good as the first two, but it's still entertaining if you sit there and watch it and sit down and watch it. It's just, there's it's that whole concept of time travel and the adjustment of how things either have changed in the future or how things are different back in. It's just I just love the idea of this, and the people that thought up the idea of Back to the Future is just absolutely fantastic, and it's just a very, very enjoyable, entertaining watch. It's simple as that. So if I was to rate this again, this is going to get another strong 10 out of 10 for me because of one, the nostalgic memories that I get from this, two, the entertainment value, the fact that there is being thought put into this movie as well, especially when it comes to the time travel and the different scenarios which are going on, which is actually really, really good because you can actually see there has actually been a good bit of thought put into this storyline, which is really, really good. The performances in this are, once again, absolutely fantastic. You get those comedic moments, you get those comedic embarrassing moments where you struggle to watch, which I get especially from the first one and the second one, which adds to this movie even better. The story, once you've got past it, once you've got your head around it, is actually quite good, to be fair. Like I said, there's thought that's been gone into this. And just the way it feels, the way it looks, just that nostalgic feel you get from what I get from watching these series of movies. It's just absolutely fantastic in every single way. So it's always going to get a massive thumbs up from me. So on that note, please tell me what you think. Put it in the comments down below. If you haven't watched this and you're watching this video, I highly recommend this movie. Watch the first one and then directly afterwards watch the second one. And then watch the third one, and then just come back, tell me what you think, put it in the comments down below as normal. So on that note, I hope you all have a great rest of the day, whatever you're doing, please take care, and goodbye.